Well, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Frostpunk, baby. I'm excited to play this one with you. I'm just going to pause it up. Hello and welcome, guys. This is the beautiful new home. Now, if this is something you ever want to see, endless modes, things like that, do let me know. And I'm excited for Frostpunk too, so I thought, why not? Let's jump in. Very, very excited for this. So welcome yourselves in. First of all, we're going to go straight into our book of laws here. Yeah, we're just going to play through. I'm going to go straight into emergency shift because that's going to be very, very important. And what I'm going to do with the little bit of wood that we've got is we're going to go gathering post. Now, what I know with this game so much, I have completed the new home scenario, so that's as far as the extent of it goes for me. So yeah, I do know that they gather within. Keeping warm is much better from these, so I'm going to put one here. Because there's wood crates. Now, early on, wood crates are what we need. We're not going to turn on the coal for the first day, so I'll probably get one there and one over here. Now, what we'll do is put in paths to get here. So I'm actually going to use the path from here. Do so. I'm going to bring it. Oh, we don't have the wood, actually. That's awkward, isn't it? Just spent it all. So let's assign 15 people to there. Let's get a little bit of wood so we can get these going on that one there. And those guys will get this built. And then once they've collected a little bit of wood, we should have enough to be able to just do that. Perfect. And then we'll do the same on the other side as well. So we'll just let it play 3x there. Boom. And then we'll assign people to these. So I'll max them out with workers to start with. And whilst that's going, I'm just going to play at 1x here. We are going to go into tech. So that requires 5 steel. Now, we will retrieve some steel from there. I won't do too much on that. By the way, guys, if you have played Frostpunk, let me know, man. And it is honestly one of the only stories in a city builder-esque type colony game where it really has hit my emotions as far as it goes. And it's very recent that I completed New Home again. And oh my god, when you go to that end bit, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but most people have played it by now. Oh my god, it was getting to me. It was getting to me. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Right, let's get max 10 workers in here. And what we'll do is get hopefully some steel and things like that as well. Now what will happen is the first little bit where it's minus 20, I'll just show you the temperature overlay here. I'm going to let these guys carry on here just fine because that's okay. We'll get rid of that wood crate there and then we'll get a resource collector over there as well. And yes, we have 80 homeless, but at the moment we are okay until day 4. We'll try our best. I'll probably just go 2x whilst they collect stuff in. And we're desperate for some steel. So the moment we get 5 steel in, we're going to get a workshop down. What is it for the medical post? This is just wood. So what I'm going to do is put 1 medical post here. We'll start with one of those because it's important to get one in because when they get cold, they get ill. And illness, I've noticed, is the biggest factor in this game. So if you can prevent illness, survive a lot longer. All right, housing problem. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. You'll have 2 days to provide shelter for 40 people. That's 4 tents. I think. Yep. I'll provide some shelter. We can do that one. We'll do our best to keep these up and down. And I'll probably go into the religious tree here. But yeah, if it is something you want to see, guys, endless mode, do make it known in the comments as well. Because I'd be more than happy to do more than one playthrough of this. It is fantastic. Right. That there. We're going to slowly go round. I think I got the road perfectly where the tents will be fine. So we'll just grab 2 in. Won't do more than that just now. But we do want to hit that. And fighting the cold is stockpile some coal. Working on that one over here, no problem, and turn the generator on. We will turn that on eventually, but for the time being, we'll be okay. Wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when face demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. I can agree with that in life too, that's crazy. I'll bear that in mind. You don't have to agree with everything and fix it. No problemo. And we have another one as well. Alright, the heating is off. The generator's off. People are afraid they'll freeze to death. You know what? We've got enough here. Let's turn them on. Let's keep them happy here. There we go. Provide a little bit. So when you turn it on there, inside this bit, look, it becomes livable. So very low risk of getting ill there. And the gathering post, the reason why I do that these guys get chilly out on the wood crates, but these guys in the gathering posts are set to livable, so very low risk of getting ill whilst they're in there. That's absolutely fine. Right, I'm going to speed it up as we are in the night and there's not a lot we can do. I will assign 5 to the medical post just to factor in some getting ill, because at the moment we only have the 2 tents. Really, what we should be doing potentially is will affect discontent. I reckon we can get away with it for day 1 by not putting one in that. We do have a new law as well, and that will be the extended shift. Now, the extended shift is amazing, so I'm actually going to set that straight away on both of these gathering posts to extended shifts. It does increase discontent a little bit, but it means that from 6 AM, they'll crack on again. We'll be able to get some coal, get going, so that will stockpile us a little bit better. I'm going to leave this on for now. We should be okay. We need a little bit of steel for our tech, don't we? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little something here. The workshop is base heating level 2, so I'm going to actually go off the back of stockpile here with this one, and we'll go there. I'm going to get research going as soon as I can. As soon as this is up, we're going to assign our engineers. I'm going to slow it down and we'll go into the research tree. So we have all the basic ones here. Now, what do I want to go for first? I think a good question. Beacon would be a good shout. I'm not going to grab the steam hubs till earlier on. These are pretty good, the heaters in the buildings actually. I reckon we could go beacon. So we're going to hit the beacon up first, and then we'll go into heaters, I think. We've got enough coal and stuff here anyway. You won't worry about food yet. We can cook. So we're going to need a cookhouse, sorry. Now the cookhouse base heat level is 1, so I will be putting the first one right in the front there. And we'll get the last engineers, I think, on that one as well. Let's speed this up, though. Alright, the generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. Generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food. We'll starve to death if we don't sort. We'll secure some food, no problem. So what we'll do on this one as well, I'll also extend the workshop shift. And I'm going to assign, let's just put 5 workers in there for now. We'll cook up that meat, food, and we'll get the rest of our tents in because we're going to fail that otherwise. So we'll go 1, 2. So I think what I'm going to do is save a little slot for the church, but I think we could get away with having... I think I want to save that slot. We'll save the 1 slot there in case we need another medical bed or something. What do we have here? Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group. Okay, she wants to go out with the first scout team and she urges us to hurry. No problem. That we can do. So they'll stop working shortly. That's enough coal to get us through the night if we go consumption. We're using 144 per day, but we create 336, so we're absolutely fine just there on the tier 1. Didn't quite finish the beacon research, but that's okay. We will complete this provide shelters here, which will reduce discontent and hope rises. Lovely stuff. So 3 overtime work and lack of shelter, but it is going down. Secure a raw food supply. Build a hunter's hut or hothouse. Now, I don't think we're going to go hothouse research. We're going to stick to the hunter's huts, I believe. And we do have the ability to go into a new law. Right, this is always the one that I want to know what I want to go for first. So, I think soup is always good. Radical treatment or sustain life. Let me just read these again. Hope will rise. So, we can't cure the gravely ill, but we can at least keep them alive. Okay, that's not what we want. That does give us the care house, but I'm actually going to go into soup. Although that'll raise the discontent, I'm going to do soup because you actually get more food out of it. It is really good. Right, if we just turn on temp here, so prevents falling ill when they're comfortable, as you can see. So everything, nobody's going to get ill. The illness levels should be really, really low, and we should be okay with that 1 medical temp. We have 5, but I think we'll be all right. Now, where are we going to build the beacon? We might just do it off to the side of one of these. I think because we have the wood, I'm going to grab the last couple of tents as well. So I think we'll grab them. Let's go... Don't want to waste the gap here. I'm thinking of the church when we go with it, so just put 2 there. That should be fine. And we'll get a little bit of a road going around the back here. Few of those up. There we go. Perfect. And there we have it. The cold eating at them. We're on day 3 though already. We're going fine. So the food should be cooked in the day. I'm not going to turn that up to a different time. I could go 24-hour on the research, but honestly, I think, you know what? I think that's going to raise discontent, but that is going to be fine. We're going to get the balloon and hopefully get the other heater researched before we hit the temperature drop. I mistimed that a little bit, so I think that's probably the most important thing for us to do right now. There's the balloon. Cool. And we're going to go heating. Heaters. Now, I want the heaters so I can keep them gathering through the cold times. Now, right, there's only 6 left on that. I'll let them finish that. Do we stockpile the coal, or do I continue with those? I think first off then, do we need steel? I'll tell you what, let's grab a gathering post. Let's get it over here, and I'm going to turn that one off, because then we'll have no cold issues with those guys. And I'm actually going to bring this road up the back of there. And we'll get people in there and just get them gathering this, because steel will be a thing. We need a bit more wood, so that'll come in pretty handy. Alright, the new workday begins as well. I'm ploughing through here. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, because we are going to hit this cold in just a moment. These will go down too. We got to be careful. We might get a little bit of illness. Maybe we get in the 2nd medical post, just in case. So we'll get this maxed out now. We've got the engineers for the medical post anyway, and we are going to hit the heaters. We should be just fine, to be honest. Discontent and hope's not too bad. Healing's okay. I'm getting this in. I won't populate it just yet. I think we'll hold fire on that. Heaters are researched. Beautiful. So we could go into tier 2 to unlock some more other things. Now, to be honest though, what I like to do is get a production of steel going. Or do we want to try... Because we haven't got the hunters yet, there's no point doing that. Tier 2 is great because the bunkhouse helps massively. We are going to run out of coal quite quickly though. Maybe faster gathering and then coal thumper. Try that. And we still don't have the steel for the balloon, do we? So we just need 35. We'll have the wood as well. So I'm just going to speed it up whilst we go through that then. A little bit hungry here, but we got 190 meals, enough for about 2 days, as you can see there. And we can introduce a new law. Okay. Medical treatment. What does that one do? Gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. I kind of wanted to keep... Now, cemetery... ceremonial funerals. These are pretty good for hope going down this tree, but I might go into child labor safe jobs right now. That does mean we'll have extra people when we need it as well. You see this here? So if I turn this on right now, these are only livable, these tents, because they're on the tier 2 part. Is something to consider. With it about to drop, I'm going to turn on these. See that right there? And I'm going to do the same. Now, it's going to cost us a little bit of coal. I'm going to do this. Oh, let's not do it on that tank. I'm not using that one just yet. But that does mean, hopefully, they should just go down to livable. And we got the faster gathering. We actually ended up researching a lot quicker than I thought we would there, which is great. So I'm actually going to go into drawing board whilst we have a little bit of wood there. And then the next lot of wood will get the balloon. Shouldn't be too much problems with the food here, because we have plenty in stock for the next day or two. And we will need to get in a hunter's cabin. Now, that only costs us wood, so we will get that one in whilst we wait for the steel to go up. Get a move on, chaps. There's still plenty to do. And here we go. We are dropping now to a -40. What we can do is go into overdrive from here. But if I open this now, you'll see that these are now chilly, which is bearable. We've got the 2 medical places. I might need to turn on that for cooking. Drawing boards researched, and I might even turn that on actually. But let's do a bit of overdrive, keep them happy for now. Look, I try and prevent the illness as much as possible here. And we'll go into another research. So, with the drawing boards in, then you have quite a few options open up to you. I'm not going to get steam hubs yet, as I've mentioned. We don't need the range just yet. What do I want to do? Coal mining, coal thumper. I'm thinking coal mining is a good one. At the same token, so are the bunk houses, but I don't know if we'll need them just yet. I think hunter's gear, because I'm about to build a hunter's hut, although let's use a steam core as well. Let's just hold fire on that a minute so I can save the wood for our friend over here. The beacon. Here we go. So where are we going to put the beacon? That is the question. I am thinking right here will be fine. I don't think I'll end up needing to build to there. So we'll get a scout party ready and we'll start to go out on that one. Now, any wood we have here, we should be able to research. So, I'm mess with that yet. I think I'm going to go straight into the coal mine and we'll use our first steam core on that. Boom. And there we go. We have the beacon now. Beautiful time. Up goes the balloon. Lovely stuff. Right, balloon going out then. We're going to go back in, and what we're going to do is try and use this opportunity. So, we need 40 wood for that. We're almost there. So, there we go. We're going to pop up a scout here. We have a crash site, or the lost expedition. I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to go to the first. Not too fussed about population just yet. Ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. The real feat. That it is. Alright, we needed a win. Well, thank you for that. Right, we're okay on everything. We have a new adaptation we can do as well, so yeah, let's go fighting arena. I always think this one's pretty good anyway. It's just going to be wood. What we'll do after that research is done is probably go into getting the cold cutter, and we'll start chopping down a bit of wood here. So our wood crates are depleting, and we may need to get a little bit more coal. So, before we go into anything else then, I am in fact going to... Should we just stick to wall drill? I think it's cheaper just to go into the sawmill early on, actually. Let's go in here. I'm going to have to turn off the overdrive now, which is a bit of a problem. But... how cold? Moderate risk of falling ill. We might just have to deal with that and turn it back on again in a minute. We go up 10 degrees. Alright, we have enough for the fighting arena, but do I want to spend the wood yet? I think we do, as it's the night time here. Now, we want it to hit as many houses as possible. I think this is a good spot right here. We're going to go with that. And our scout has now arrived. Raw food and wood. I'm going to go ahead and take all of that, and I'm going to go straight home with those resources, because I actually want that raw food. Exactly why I went to that one. Okay, now I'm going to wait until I think 8 o'clock and then we'll turn off. If illness should be okay. Yeah, let's do that. Turn that one back off then. And let's look at getting the hunter's hut. So we just need a little bit more wood, guys. Thank you. Boom. Right, hunter's cabins. These I can keep quite far away. So I think we'll probably put our first hunter's cabin out here. Scout has come home with all of that. So that is a nice boost there to our wood. Straight away, we're going to be able to get the frozen trees into something usable. Now, we're going to want this in a spot. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to cost us a little bit more wood to put it down, but go there. I'll just play 1x here when we can. I'm going to go up to this guy, and then I'm going to go boom. There we go. And our balloon is ready. So we're going to go to this lost expedition here. Hopefully pick up some new people. I'm going to play this at 1x just whilst I build something out here. So now we've got the wood to do so. This is going to be perfect. So we've got the choice here. We can go to this one coal mine, or we can set up the two here. I think we're going to go straight in to set that one up. But as you can see, this gathering post has now gone. That is a steam core that we're going to use as well, which is interesting. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to bring this round to where it meets. And there we go. Word of advice, we have just used our first steam core. Hopefully we can find some out in the wild, actually. We are no longer gathering coal, so we need to be careful here. We are going up 10 degrees, though, but these are depleting out now. That one has now finished as well. So what we're going to do is build another gathering post. That'll do for now. Bit of an awkward way, but That will be going eventually. I probably could have came out from a house here for cheaper, but that's fine. That one's being broken. Alright, people from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue people we left behind. Build a beacon. Scout Frostland and save as many survivors. I mean, we're already doing that. Thank you very much. Right, we've got a little bit of resources here where we can go ahead and do something. So, what do we want to do? Well, because we've gone coal mining, I think we're okay on that for a little bit. And the sawmill should do pretty well. So, in the resource-wise, we're going to be okay. I will get that depot upgrade at some point. This is a good one, now that we've got that. But actually, I'm going to go straight into bunkhouses to save us resources when we build for these guys. And I'm going to replace these tents with bunkhouses as well. So, here we go. Lost expedition. The rest of our people made camp up here. So, I'm going to go ahead and send the survivors to the city. I'm not going to go back with them. I'm going to start lurking around here and see if we can find anything else with our scouts here. And then I'm going to assign the maximum people, and I'm going to turn on the heater in the coal mine. So that will be set as cold, unfortunately, which is going to be a problem for our medical posts. So I'm going to turn that one on, and hopefully that should fix it. Here. A new law. I think this does mean we're going to need to go into one of these now. So we can either go radical treatment. I'm thinking... the gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. Safety. I don't want to... Yeah, I want to go radical treatment. And then ill overcrowd. Although care house, actually. The care house is a good one. Remain a burden. Well, the plan is to not get too many gravely ill, so that should be fine. You know? Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think for the time being, they are a little bit ill, but... Alright, let's max out our hunters now as well, and let's get them going. I like to just leave them out there. And we'll also, let's get 5 workers and 5 children in that gathering post as well, and then we should be good on this day. I'm going to quickly... There we go. We heat up now back to 30 degrees, and it gives us 4 days until we have to worry about it again. So let's have a look here. The only problem here is that does put a little bit of a strain on these guys. So I think one of our next researches will have to be into these. Although, no, we're good. With the heating on, turn on the sawmill there. Let's assign... Right, what I'm going to do is go none, max. And I'm going to go 5 away from there. And I'm going to put the children in there. And we are going to max out the wood here. I'm going to get a massive surplus of wood. But coal should be really, really good now. And we have... Right, we got scouts, and we also have children injured at work. This child won't work for 24 hours. Yep, that's fine. Hope will rise. We'll let you go away for 24 hours. This is such a good one, man. Sturdy shelter. The trail leads to another city. Signposted trail points 2 directions. London, 1934 miles. Home, 27 miles. 104 meals, 208 wood, and 1 steam core. Steam core's huge there. Steel bridge, we'll go to that one. We'll probably see what we... I can't remember which ones are good, actually. I'll be honest with you. Right, this one has now depleted as well, so we'll break that one down. Looking at this workshop, why is the efficiency so bad? Oh, sick. Okay, here we go. And our people have arrived. Not sure how they're going to get down. Bless them. There you go. Welcome aboard, then. People from our convoy. The unions. Heartwarming to see family reunited after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expedition left London long ago. I mean, we're all there are, you know? Right, so we need this bunkhouse to be researched then before I build anything else, because I want to put more tents down, I'll be honest with you. And it is slightly causing ill, fortunately. What I might do is overdrive again. Let's have a read. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature and... This is a problem, because if we do any of these, you've got to keep it heated for 2 days. I don't think we can, because we're going to be relying on the overdrive right now. I'm not going to address that one. I'm going to have to deal with the discontent hit for now. We do get a new law soon anyway, so that's fine. We could get another workshop, because we got some engineers, didn't we? Let's do that. Let's get another workshop in, and let's try and speed up a bit of this research. And what we can do is, in fact, we'll heat that one up, we'll put the engineers in, and I'm going to reduce that one down to reduce the discontent here. It's getting a little bit cold, but they should be alright. Our friend is... Yes! Haha! Bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on the bridge town reads, built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. So this is our first automaton. So we're going to send the automaton to the city, a functional one. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marvelling at the steel bridge spanning it, even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. What an absolute legend. Okay, so we're going to send that to the city because that thing is incredible. You haven't used them before, guys. They are so good. We're not even going to go home yet either. I'm going to go straight to the weather station. See if we can get any more info there. Hopefully, we're going to need some food right now. So before we do anything else, we have another law. So, care house. New building, the care house. Gravely ill are kept alive in care houses and no longer burden medical posts. That's what we're going to go for. And I'm going to build one straight away. So this is a base heating level of 2. I'm going to put it straight on the back of... on the back of that medical post there. That's fine. Build a little road up to it. Around the back. Got the wood. Beautiful. And here we go. The search for other cities. A deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Windhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? I mean, would you be stood outside in -30? I don't think you would. A little bit of a hope hit there. We really, really need this. So I'm going to speed it up. We're going to get a little bit of illness here, but we will have the care home. Effective mother. This child won't work. Hope will slide. So basically wants her child to have the day off. Yeah. Right, speed up. It's time. So we're going to have this will finish like almost instantly. Care house promise fulfilled. So that's great. And we do seem to be able to heal them pretty well. And there it is. It has finished. So I'm going to pause this up straight away and we are going to go bunkhouse. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're putting them on the outside because that's tier 2. And we're going to need to turn off the overdrive now. And with those bunkhouses in, that's going to help massively. And the other thing we can do now, let's look. Medical post upgrade is 10% faster. Don't have the steel. Because we don't have the steel right now, I'm going to go straight into Hunter's gear and make use of both of these research holes here. And I'm going to go ahead and get another Hunter's hut. And we're going to pop it right to the side of that one. Get some people working. We've got a good amount of coal coming in. Good amount of wood. It's just steel right now, isn't it? Tell you what, whilst it's 30 then, we're just going to have to do it. Let's go out and grab some of that steel. Efficiency is not the best, but just enough to do that, to get a bit more research in. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do anything. Right, weather station. So, we have the opportunity for coal and steam cores here. This is fantastic. One more steam core and 116 coal. Winter home, coal mine, large convoy. I'm going to come home with those steam cores and stuff, because that's going to come in pretty damn handy. No problem. Hopeful, slightly abandoned station. Yeah, that's because of skiing stuff, isn't it, big baby? Alright, so we've got enough to probably put 10 workers in that one. You need some more workers, so they'll hopefully go out there. So let's look at the temperature here then. So because these are now bunkhouses, we've got one homeless actually, which we need to fix, but that's going to help with medical. Problem with bunkhouses, it costs steel. I didn't factor that in. And we can't do a lot. So let's check in on these then. Let's research something we can do so we're not wasting them. So more scouts only cost 20 wood. It's good to unlock these for the scout sleds eventually. I'll tell you what, oh, we don't have that. What do we have? Let's do the steelworks. Let's research steelworks. We can at least do that. And tomorrow we'll be taking from this anyway, so it should be fine. Got a good amount of meals that will be cooked as well. I'm just going to open this a second. Care house is livable right now, so I'm not going to mess with that. We do lose a 10 degrees on day 10 as well. Alright, we have the steel though, officially, which is fab. We'll finish this research. There's our steelworks. I'm going to go ahead. This only costs wood. Let's get this one in. So we're going to slowly, I'll probably put the automaton on the steelworks. That might make a lot of sense. So let's get some of this straight in. Let's go straight up from that. And we'll connect that one up. Yeah, we'll put the automaton down over there. I know that they need to come and kind of recharge off this and we can get steam hubs going on that, but that's fine, I think. And let's queue up something else then. So we've got enough to do so now on everything we want. So if we wanted to, we could go 10% quicker. I think I might... So let's look here. Raises the zone in all heat levels by 1. Generator range. Let's go power upgrade next, so we can deal with this without any illness. And now we've got a little bit more steel, we can get our next 2 bunkhouses in. So I'm going to go ahead and actually replace that. I think that you can only fit 10, so we're going to need to build it out and then maybe get the steam hub soon, and I might put them over here. We're filling up on coal anyway, so if we wanted to, we could do that. Yeah, we're very full. Lots of food, though. That's going to come in massively handy right now. That's perfect. So let's get him sent out straight to the observatory. It's nice and close. That one. How are these coal piles doing? 145, 193. Okay, and then we'll have steel there. I'm just looking over everything. May as well max that one out because we'll have some people away from these soon. I'm going to... There's only 9 left in there as well, so the workers do free up from that one as well. Alright, new book of laws. So we've done the air here. We could prosthetics. I don't think we need that right now. Right, let's have a look. So cemetery or corpse disposal. Let's go cemetery and ceremonial funerals here. Oh, and here it is. The automaton is with us. Pretty fabulous start, I will not lie. But guys, that's going to be where we end this one out as always. So I'm going to go automaton. Is that under construction still? That is. So we'll go automaton in there. But as always, guys, please do smash that thumbs up for me. If you are new around here, do consider subbing to the channel as well. Let me know your thoughts. Make it known if you want to keep watching as well. I absolutely love this game. It is so, so cool. As always, guys, do take it easy. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.